say hello to one of my favorite statues, my Gitana statue. This is really a representation of me in a past life, but let's get into it. God, Goddess, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, higher self. Archangel Michael, cast an energetic shield of protection around my aura. Cast an energetic shield of protection around the client's aura. Can I have a past, present, future, and advice card, please? One at a time, no reversals. Connect me to my collective unconscious. What do they need to see at this time? One at a time, no reversals. What is the past energy? What is the current energy? Nice. What is the future energy? High Priestess. This is interesting. I'll tell you everything in a minute. What's the advice for them? Thank you. I know. You know, it's okay to allow yourself to feel a little bit of grief over things that didn't necessarily work out in the past. It doesn't mean that you're behind or anything of that nature. We know that you are powerful. We know that you are strong, that you stand on business. But it's okay to connect to the heart space and really admit the fact that, you know, maybe somewhere in your heart, you might feel a little bit of emotion about those relationships that didn't work out, those friendships that didn't work out. You know what I mean? And also, there is an energy of y'all were not aligned. It's like everybody couldn't come with you into this cycle that you're in right now. You have to leave some people and some energies behind. And I know it doesn't necessarily feel good, but it's okay. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing in just a minute. Yeah, don't beat yourself up about, you know, people who you connected with in the past. You were not the person that you are today. What's the overarching energy for the collective? Yeah, new beginning. So, you know, for my collective, you know, you have entered into what we would call the new earth. You're entering into a new terrain right now. As you can see here, we have the Page of Pentacles. This person has on their backpack, their pinnacle, and they're about to go into a whole new world that they have not yet explored, but they're prepared, and they don't know everything about it, but they're going to find out. You know what I mean? So this is all about you ending old cycles. You ended old karmic cycles and things like that, and you're ready to go into the new earth because you have done more self-reflection and healing than some of those people that you left behind, because some of those people that you left behind, although you may have had a connection with them, they may have been emotionally immature. You know, it may have been an energy of blaming or not able to really see clearly the energies that was happening, because this person or these people in the past, they have not sat with themselves long enough to really understand fully who they were. You know what I mean? And maybe in some ways, y'all were supposed to cross paths at a certain time, but the frequency that you're going into, which is the frequency in which you'll be able to be happier, you know, do fun stuff like yoga with dogs, or, you know, go do stuff that you're going to be in spaces in the next 3 years. You're going to be in spaces where you're like, oh my gosh, I never would have imagined that I would be swimming with tortoises in Bali, Indonesia. I never would have imagined that I was in with the love of my life and we're like so comfortable with each other. Like, how can we be having this life right now? Because you've done the work, you know, to put yourself on that timeline, to have those experiences. You know what I mean? And those people that you crossed paths with, those were people who were meant to walk, y'all were meant to walk with each other some of the way, but in this new season that you're going into, they don't fit the criteria for the vibration that's needed. You know what I mean? In this new season that you're moving into, you're needing reciprocity. You're needing energy that's equally yoked. You're not needing anybody who triggers old wounds or places where you're having to teach and pour and overdo and overgive in order to bring people up. You know what I mean? So some of those relationships may have fell away. They may have fallen to the wayside. And the advice card here for you is to allow yourself to grieve a little bit with the Five of Cups energy. You know, it's okay to feel a little bit sad about that. But also remember that you are that bee. You are that king, that queen. You really are them with the King of Cups energy here. You're confident, you're charismatic, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to sacrifice certain energies for you to move forward. And that doesn't necessarily mean that that person was necessarily a bad person. They're just not on the frequency in which that you're moving into. I'm channeling here for y'all, okay? So I am seeing here that it looks like in your immediate past, you were kind of in your head about making a decision. I don't think you didn't really have the clarity that you needed. But I do see that spirit came to you and was bringing situations and people and emotions up into your consciousness to give you the clarity that you needed in order for you to have this mental shift that's necessary for you to move into the new season of your life. But you were kind of blindfolded in some ways. You didn't really want to see everything but God came and told you like what you were missing. You know what I mean? They're like, basically spirit was like, okay, there's a mental blockage here for you, so let me make this person come on your mind so you can think about it a little bit more, so that you can move forward, right? And then your current energy, now you're sitting on your throne, which I love. You know that you're a king, you know that you're a queen, you know that you're that person, but maybe in some way, shape, or form, you might still be in your head a little bit with this Eight of Swords energy here. You see what I'm saying? But I want you to know the Eight of Swords, it feels like you're stuck, but you're actually not. This person, they have on the blindfold and they have on the rope, but that rope is not that tight. They can take that off. So this is self-imposed. The things that's keeping you stuck is only in your mind. There's no blockages outside of yourself. The only blockage is the way that you're thinking about the situation. So in the future, I see that you'll be trusting your intuition a lot more with the High Priestess card. I see that you might be a little bit more on the silent side. You might not feel like you need to explain yourself to anybody. You know what I mean? You're not going to be convincing anybody of your worth or convincing anything because you are more mature and you're going to be looking at your options with the Seven of Cups energy. So you're going to pull your energy back and kind of sit with yourself and your spirit team and be looking at your options. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups here. This talks about friendship and celebration. So with the Seven of Cups here, I want you to get a little weird with it. You know what I mean? And when I say get a little weird with it, what I mean is, like, I was scrolling on TikTok and I randomly saw that there's actually professional pillow fighting. There's like the men, they were wearing like actual athletic gear with pillows and they were like having a freaking tournament with pillow fighting. And guess what? There were people in the audience, like a wrestling match, cheering for them. Those type of things exist. There's more to life than what we thought that there was. I saw randomly puppy yoga. You can go to yoga with puppies climbing all over you. I know y'all probably know about the goat yoga. You could take a freaking horse riding course or go horseback riding or learn how to ride horses. There's so many things that, the world has to offer that you have not explored yet, and those people who are going to walk you into your peaceful life, your abundant life, your married life, your rich life, your peaceful, positive, lovely life. Those are the people who are going to be doing those fun, quirky things with you. So allow yourself to plan for the future. Allow yourself to step out of your comfort zone and, go to the beach and have picnics with your friends. You know what I mean? So you have options, and you're going to meet new people. And I also remember my last reading that I did for y'all, I told you that it's okay to make new friends. You know what I mean? And so allow you and your friends, do these options together. You don't have to, you can do some stuff alone, but if you have a friend, you're like, hey, you want to try out this puppy yoga class together? Go and do that together. Like, it's very easy to fall into the mindset that life is just go to work, go to sleep, go to work, go to sleep, go to work, go to sleep, have a little sneaky link, have a little relationship that don't work out, have bills, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not all that life is. That's what society and the matrix tried to program you to think that life is. But there's so much more to life than what you were taught. There's so much more to life than what you were taught. And so it's time to allow yourself to, open up to life a little bit more and see what it has to offer you. Step out of the confinements of the people who wanted to mentally enslave you, and send peace and blessings to those people who walk with you for part of your life, but that won't be walking with you into the next part. So the angels are asking you to have patience. You have to surrender to the process here with patience here. I know it might feel a little uncomfortable to not have all the answers yet, but I want you to know, I want you to trust in God's and the goddess and the universe's timing. What if the way that you were going to get that $2,000 that you just wanted extra that month was a client who was going to come and pay you $2,000, and it wasn't until they broke up with their boyfriend, which wasn't going to happen until the 5th of the month. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of got to remember that the universe is like a domino in a way. The spirit is really aligning everything for you. You know what I mean? You just have to surrender to that process. You have to have patience. And my dad always says proper preparation prevents poor performance. And so as you're waiting, prepare for the next thing. Is your house clean? Did you clean the dishes? How's your skincare routine going? Can we learn a little skincare routine in the you know what I mean? Can we start organizing the books for the business? Can we get the finances in order while we're waiting? What can we do to align ourselves for the blessings that's coming in? Because it is coming in. Friendship. We keep talking about that. Look at that. God and the goddess and the universe are sending you some friendships that are equally yoked and balanced. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean we have to talk bad about anything from the past. We can offer forgiveness and thank them for walking us through those seasons of life. And that's it. And then they said stay. So I know it might be a little bit hard for you to trust in these connections, these new connections, because you may be someone who's been burnt in the past a little bit. But the universe is wanting you to stay. If it's a positive connection, give it time to blossom. Remember, slow burn is a good thing. We're in a space right now where we're wanting to cultivate longevity. And in order for longevity to manifest, we need stability and to have a stable foundation. So trust in the slow burn in friendships, the slow burn in relationships, the slow burn in your business, the slow burn with yourself. Trust in that slow burn. Coming from flames of love, trust in that slow burn. Because when something starts quickly and intensely, you miss too much. Slow it down a little bit. Take your time. Lay the foundation brick by brick. Make sure the bricks are solid in the friendships and the relationships. Have fun together. Smile. Talk about your feelings. Have healthy conversations. You know what I mean? So Spirit is also saying that you might be having stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events and changes. So yes, prepare yourself for what you're asking for. Prepare yourself for what you're asking for. Because once it starts coming in, it's going to keep coming in and keep coming in and keep coming in. You might be asking for more things for your business. It's going to be more and more and more and more and more. So have you set yourself up to handle what you're calling in? Do you have your routines ready? So when you manifest, you know, the people you're manifesting, you're able to sustain those dynamics. Set yourself up for success. When it comes to love, let's have a card there. Holy cannoli. Number one, you deserve love. You are lovable. So know that you are worthy of love. Number two, it says that this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So give people a chance. They may not be your usual type, but they might be exactly what you need. Give it time. Oh, shoot. And then it says wedding. This situation involves marriage. This person might be your husband or your wife. Damn. Give it time. You know what I mean? Be patient with your partner. They're probably going through the same thing you're going through. Dang. And then you got a card that says it's worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. Oh my God. This is really confirmation in so many ways. I'm just feeling this wave of emotion, like, you know, you might already know the person that you're going to spend your life with. So be kind. Be patient with yourself and with the person, and allow the slow burn in each area. You know what I mean? But I do want to say thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I am running a sale for my readings. As y'all know, I am a clinical therapist as well as a tarot reader and psychic medium. So, you know, the sessions are going to really, it's really going to give. So I am running a sale for my tarot therapy sessions. I also have candles and oils for manifesting, for ancient gods and goddesses to invoke certain energies inside of you. I also have I just got more sage in stock for people who need to cleanse. If you need some help with protection and banishing work, any spell work, you know, the mystic therapist is your girl. And yeah, feel free to reach out, book your session, order your products, and I will always be here for you. So please like, comment, subscribe. Please drop 4 hearts in the comments so this video can reach more people. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day.